Good afternoon. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Hot Corner. I'm your coach, Cary Daniel, and I've got a special guest with me today, Matt Heller. Matt Heller is our JV head coach. Matt's been around with me for, this will be the third year at Indian Hill since I came in and started. He's been a huge part of what we do here at Indian Hill. Really gets a chance to put philosophies into action, things that we want to accomplish at the varsity level, really kind of put those things in action at the JV level. But I feel, correct me if I'm wrong, that it's extremely important to have someone at the JV level that understands the game, knows how to teach the game, can implement a lot of varsity philosophies and style of play, but at the same time be nurturing enough and patient enough to develop the kids, the 9th and 10th graders that are playing at that level, as a slow introduction before getting to that varsity level. You know, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I hope I can live up to all those things. I think we work really well together. When you asked me to come over here and take this job at Indian Hill, you like to tell the story at every first parent meeting of the year that you twisted my arm to get me to come over here, but the reality of the situation was I had a position as a varsity coach, was not looking to leave, but I wanted a chance to work with you and to put some of these things into action. I thought it would have been a good fit, and I think so far it has been. For me, really my goal is to convince these guys, to get these guys, show them the right ways to play, convince them that they're going to be good enough to be varsity contributors, to make sure that we're instilling the philosophies that you have as the head coach, and really just to prepare them for what we need to do to win the CHL and to keep things rolling the way that we've gotten it going so far.
Well, I think being a JV coach, there's a lot of things that people look at. I think people look at it as some people look at it as being a babysitting situation, and those programs typically aren't very successful. The people that look at it as a true minor league type system and really preparation for varsity, those varsity programs typically are very successful. I believe our success has come through the JV ranks and will continue to come through the JV ranks. And what do you feel like your most valuable attribute is that you really found works for you at developing these kids at the JV level?
I think a huge part of it is just getting these guys to believe in themselves. A lot of these guys are not. They don't know how good they are. They don't know how good of baseball players they can be, and just instilling that confidence in them, motivating them, showing them the right way to do things, but getting them to a point where they're confident enough that they can go and they can contribute at the next level.
Well, confidence is a huge thing in baseball. Without confidence, you're really not going to be successful. There's too much failure you have to overcome and be that short-term memory. Any parting words before we get out of here that you feel like kids coming up or currently playing JV or about to come up and play JV, and they're looking for that little piece of, a little nugget of information to kind of help them really buy into the system, understand the value of JV baseball, to help them get to that next level?
I think it's as simple as you're going to get out of it what you put in. And if guys come up and they're ready to work, they're not going to be with me very long. That's the thing that's the thing that I like to say is, we're in a bit of a unique situation this year, of course, as you know, because we have a lot of returning seniors who contributed for the last couple of years. But really the goal with any sort of JV team and with JV players, and my goal as a coach is to not have those guys for very long. I want them to be in, and I want them to be developed as quickly as possible, and then to pass them on to you so we can keep this thing rolling.
Hey, you said it better than I can say it. Again, special guest Matt Heller, looking to continue to develop what we're doing here at Indian Hill. He's a huge part of why we're successful this year, last year, and hopefully in the years to come. With his strong knowledge and ability to really interact and get kids to buy into what he's doing. So join us next week for the next episode of the Hot Corner. Thanks for coming out. See you next time.